Hello, hello, we're live. Hope I started the right stream. We'll see in a second. If you're watching the replay, just fast forward to see something happening. I'm going to be talking to people in chat. I'll be showing a few things that I've been working on this last week. And hopefully you can hear me okay. Let me just adjust my microphone a bit. I think I don't need my earpods in. There we go. I think that's better. I can hear myself. Hi, Kim. Hi, Tammy. Hey, Devin. Oh, Devin. Hey, Dee Dee. I read what you wrote instead of reading your name. Hey, Belinda. Hi, Jennifer. So Dee Dee sent me these origami sheets to try out. And one of the things I thought I would do is I'd actually make some origami little things, which that was a struggle, and actually put those on the jelly plate to see what kind of impression we get. These are very, very basic and not well done. And then we're also going to print on the papers as well. So Dee Dee sent me a bunch of colors, and it's very thin paper. I haven't tried it yet on the gel plate, so we'll see. We'll work on it together. We'll experiment. Might have some fails. Hi, Apple. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Sherry. Yeah. Oh, I'm out of breath. Ooh. My nephew, I have a nephew that's very good at origami. Here's one of his that he did. I should have got him. He made this cute little bunny for me. Isn't that cute? He's very good at origami. I'm not so good. I'm not good at all. Hi, Diane. Hey, Dar. Yeah, it's a cute bunny, hey? So this is one of the things I worked on last week using one of the prints we made in our watercolor effects stream. So I did a little, what's that called? Neurographic art and some Zentangling, and then I added the drop shadows with the a pit pen. Oh, I see that my stream here looks very choppy. Am I choppy to you guys, or is it just my own upload speed? Yeah, so that was fun. So that's one of our jelly prints we did on the watercolor paper. And this is my new stencil from PM Artist Studio. It's called Falling Leaves, and you can use my code DevinFan10 for any eligible products on their website, pmartiststudio.com. Hey, Deb. And they're doing a new point system where you get points for dollars spent and stuff like that. Not choppy for you? That's good. I don't know. My I'm watching the YouTubes over there, and it kind of got choppy, but that could have just been my. Apple says hers is a bit choppy. Okay, well, hopefully it'll be okay. So this is my new stencil. So we're going to play with that on the gel plate and with the origami squares. So that should be fun. And what else? So just to recap what we did last week, that was the one that I did the abstract landscape. I haven't really done anything else with any of these other than I tried to flatten this one out with limited success. Thanks, Dar. And when I was, I had a bunch of this ink left over in my little cap after, so I just put a bunch of it on this piece of watercolor paper, and then it kind of looked like a tree the way it dripped. So I went in with some watercolors and kind of colorized it, and it was kind of blah. And then my new Gansai Tambi granulating colors came in. Put them this way. So I thought, well, I'm going to plop some of those on there, and that made it a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more granulation. Hi, Janet Vishy Bomb Bomb. Yes, it's very smoky. It's very smoky here today, Apple. I went outside and I could taste it. So then I got on a watercolor rabbit hole because it was so nice out and I like to sit outside. So I worked in this, this is a handmade Gansai paper journal, and it's different than watercolor paper. It sort of sits on the surface. So I had these blobs here already from a Daniel Smith play session, and then I went in with these Ecoline brush pens, and I kind of doodled in some flowers and blended it together. And then this was with the Ecoline and with some koi watercolors. I did this. And then my Gansai Tambi granulating colors arrived. So then I did that. A little bit of a play. This is the swatch of them. So they're all called Aurora. So that's the orange, the blue, the violet, the red, and the pink. Hi, Lena. And then I was watching Janet on Monday, and she did this cute little village, and I wanted to play along. So I drew my village, and I used the Gansai Tambi granulating colors to colorize it. And then I did some doodles with various pens. It's hard to photograph. I think it looks better in person. I did post it on IG and Facebook, but it looks better in person than it does in the photographs. You can see some of the copper pens on there. So that was fun. Thank you, Janet, for the inspiration. That's Janet M. Young. I can link her below. So I think we're kind of caught up with what I did this last week. Diane says she keeps telling herself to play with her watercolors. You haven't even touched them. I love sitting on the deck in the shade and doing some watercolors. It's just fun. And I'm thinking I might doodle in this tree. I mean, it's not a technical watercolor, it's just kind of things plopped on there. Hi, Miriam. Yes, you must be tired. Hi, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie. Did I miss anybody? Hi, Star. If I missed saying hello to you, hi, Deb Smith. Please put your hand up. You can click on the little happy face in the chat box, and you can click on this little pink hand, and then I'll see it. I know that's what PM Artist Studio do in their live chats. And also, if you type in uppercase, I'm more likely to see it. So I'll type in uppercase for me to see. That's what Dee Dee does in her chat. Oh, see, I even type tile in uppercase. Hi, Kristen. Lena says that she had Dee Dee on the TV, and her son said she forgot the dilly dolly lollygagging thing. That's funny. Thanks, Dar. Dar linked Janet doing the houses on her live stream, and that was from a book by Isolo Designs or something. Oh, I also want to shout out my friend Linda Gibbs, who is a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and she brought me this cute little card. So pretty. If you're in Canada and you're looking for a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I will link her below. That's where I get all my Stampin' Up stuff from. Hey, Kimberly. And Old Yeller. No, this is Big Peggy. This is Big Peggy. Old Yeller's the 8x10. This is our Big Peggy. This is I forget the size of it now. And I got to measure it again. This is our 12 by 14. The one that has a chunk missing because I put photo paper on a little strip of photo paper by accident from my trash. Okay, so let's get started. So let's do these first, and then we'll use my stencil. I just want to see how these print, how they make impressions. This is a little origami. Dee Dee, your iPad's giving you trouble, hey? I know the feeling. All right, should we do blue? Let's do like a fishy water theme, just to see what we get. We could even pick it up with, let's see if we can pick it up with one of these. Let's pick it up with the green just to see. We'll just do like a little bit here. I thought I'd use the big plate, and I can just use sections of it at a time. I don't want it too thick. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so we're going to push a little origami fishy in here. Whoopsie. Let's see what that does. I don't know how absorbent this paper is. It's a little hard to push it. I kind of need like something to push down without getting my fingers in. Well, that's different. Even his eyeball transferred. I'm going to put 2 on there. Let's just do that. I didn't press this one as much. It's very wet now. That's cool. Let's just pick them up directly and see what we get. And then we'll try the bird. This paper feels pretty sturdy. Like even though it's thin, it feels like it's sturdy. So that's cool. This part had dried already, but we can do a second print. Right, let's try a bird. Let's do that. Let's do him or her. I would say him. I don't know why. We'll just kind of do it in different sides. And then what we can do is we can pick him up with another color. Now, I am not a origami expert, obviously. I just thought it'd be kind of fun. Just do one up here too. That's kind of cool. We'll let that dry. My video is really choppy. Are you guys, am I choppy to you guys? Sorry, I keep asking that. Hi, Jonna. Oh, you got your Happy Mail. Excellent. I'm going to have to, hi, Kathy Berg. I'm going to have to keep a note. Someone else told me they got their Happy Mail too. So I'm going to just start a running list here. And then I'll check you off on my book. I think Joanne Newman said she got her Happy Mail. So I did mail that all the Happy Mail from the giveaway. I mailed it last week. All right. Bye, Tammy. Take care. So let that dry. This feels pretty dry. What if we pick it up with an iridescent color right onto, let's use a green and we'll pick it up onto this yellow paper. So I got that. So if I didn't say hi to you, give me a little pink wavy hand or say hi in uppercase and I'll try to catch you. Let's do green and orange, just because we're experimenting. I don't have a lot, planned today. It's just going to be, we're just going to play and have fun. Would have been cool. I could have outlined those with my Posca pen. That would have been neat. Now I don't know, like I said, I don't know how sturdy these origami pages are, but we'll try it. So these are the ones that Dee Dee sent me. They're this brand, Folia 50. She had about 500 sheets and she sent me a little pack of them. Thank you, Dee Dee. So we're gonna let that sit and we'll see how much it tears. Okay, got that. Let's do. I feel like using yellow here, pink. Let's use pink. but I need a different paper. I'll just grab a different piece of paper to pick those up. Let's see, is this one big enough? That's not bad, it's not bad. All right, let's do our PBO. Gold would be cool, or copper even, but I think I'm going to use the PBO violet. Pink violet, where is it? Just a second, I got to stick my head under here. That one. Here we go. What's everybody been up to this last week? I know the Streamathon's on. If you're not aware, check out the Streamathon organized by Miriam and Raul. And I think Art Junkie's on right now. If you want to go check her out, I won't be offended. You can always come back and watch the replay. Let's do a bit of gold too. Okay. Dar is on fire. That girl is on fire. I just washed my brayers, but I didn't do a very good job. Let's look how streaky it is. I don't know, was the blue not, maybe the blue wasn't dry yet. Let's just do that. And I'll pull out my stencil. I've got this little piece here. Oh, hi, Joanne. Joanne's been organizing her PDFs. That's awesome. So I was going to stream later this evening. I mentioned that, but I forgot actually my husband has today off. So I didn't think he'd appreciate me streaming twice on his day off. So he went out to do some errands while I'm doing my stream. So here's our little origami fish impression. I'm surprised, that's really cool. Like the, I think I used a Sharpie to make his little eyeball. I just did it on one side. Hi, Rhonda. I'm going to send that one to you, Dee Dee. The first print from your the origami papers. Well, actually, that's not the first one. This one's the first one, but this one's lame. So I'll send you that fish one. All right, let's pull this up. So that's kind of cool. So we use the origami shapes to make our impressions. And that almost looks like Asian writing, like the impression that's left from some of that. That's kind of cool. I like it. Looks like I missed getting some of that blue from this corner, but that's okay. And then the gold mixed with the pink. All right, so let's put that over there. I'm going to wipe this up. I'll play with my stencil a bit, and then maybe we'll do a few more origami impressions. Now, Dee Dee, I already sent you an envelope, so this one's I'm gonna collect a few things, and we'll send this one a bit later. So you should be getting some happy mail pretty soon. That was fun this morning with your playing with your collages and your little fussy cut images. I had a good chuckle. Yeah, it does look like they're flying. All right, so that's pretty good. All right, let's try my new Stencil. It's kind of wet now. Yeah, I like using placemats. This is a placemat I thought I would use with my stencil in combination because I think it would go kind of cool together. So we'll try that. I think what I'll do is I'll put we'll do this first, and then we'll add the stencil on top of it. Someone want to pick a color for me? I think this one we need to add more to it. Anybody want to pick a color? The color shift paint is fun, yeah. Someone shout out a color. First color I see, I'm going to use. You can get lots of placemats. Pink, okay. Who was that? Dan, you can get tons of placemats at the dollar store. I always look, but they don't really seem to have any new ones, you know? So you asked for pink, I'm going to give you pink. We're going to go pink. And green. Okay, we'll do green with it. But first we're going to do pink. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll do the placemat and then I'll put the impression of it over on the other side. Now that's pink. Hey, that is some pink. Let's do it this way. And then I'm going to just kind of do this flat-handed. I'm trying not to get my fingers. Okay, and then we're going to flip it and we're going to press it down here and try to get that paint off. Let that dry and then we'll add my stencil design on top in pink, in green. Someone wanted green. So that pink is the fluorescent pink. That is pink. Oh, there wasn't enough on here. It didn't transfer. I want pink on both sides. It dried. I didn't have enough pink. Should we do here? I'm going to put it on this 8x10 over on the side here, and we're going to try to get the impression of it and put it over on this side. We'll add more pink. I'll keep it a bit thicker so we get more of a impression. Oh, it's stuck to my stencil. Oh, it's drying really fast. Oh my gosh, it's so dry here. It's smoky and dry. Let's hope that works. No. It doesn't want to release from that. Oh well. Maybe we take this. Should we try it? Should we kiss it? No. Well, let's go for it. Let's see if it transfers that way. A little bit. Okay, so now we have grungy pink, some grungy pink. So that's actually the color of the pink there. This looks orangey pink because of the yellow plate. Hey, Debbie Epps. Hi, Lisa. Don't fall off your stool. Okay, so that's probably dry because it's so dry here. For those coming in, we're playing with a combination of my new stencil, Falling Leaves, and we're going to be using some of these origami sheets that Dee Dee sent. We've already done a few impressions using these origami basic shapes I did. So that's the bird one. And then we have a fish one. And then maybe we'll fold up some fun shapes. Okay, so I'm going to add some green. Green, green, green. All right, do we want an olive green or a light green green? Hey, Beth. Olive green or other green? This is more like a grass green. Olive. Dee Dee said olive. First one I saw. All right. So I'm just going to roll it on here, and then I'll do the transfer. I feel like I'm going to just cut this down. The border's a little bit too big. You can adjust the borders when you get them. What Patricia does is she actually, sometimes she'll like fussy cut interesting edges to her stencils. I don't really have the patience to do that in general. Although I have done a few Frakenstencils, which I would like to do again. I would like to do some more Frankenstenciling. I'll show you what I mean in a second by the Frankenstencil. I just had one out the other day, actually. I had this one here. I have a video about making this Frankenstencil. I was thinking about doing another video. So this is my Frankenstencil. I did a bunch of prints with it, and that's one of them. And I thought that would be cool on a canvas. And then I'm going to glue this on top of it. So, but there's, I did lots of different pulls with that Frankenstencil. Sorry, that was a little rabbit trail there. Okay, so I cut down the border. Okay, let's do some green. So when you're rolling into a stencil, you need a lot of paint. And hopefully, this isn't going to dry too fast. I do want to buy some golden open paints, especially for where I live. It's like it's so dry. And then I'm going to just do this. This is what I was hoping to do with the other one, with the placemat. I was hoping to get the imprint over there. I should have done the opposite. I should have put this green over here and then flipped it that way. But well, let's put it on this thing too over here. Let's see if we get some of that. That's kind of cool. All right. So I'm gonna let that dry. Hi, Leona. And then I do want to pick some up with the origami paper. I don't know if I can do like a double pull. I want to be able to see through to the paper or have something that combines. So I don't think there's any pink paper in here. Oh, there's a pink paper, but then we won't see that. I'm not sure if this plan's gonna work. Really, it should be like single pieces. Let's try. Because I have to get the 2 layers, I need to use paint to lift it up. Hey, Janet. I showed the village that you inspired. So we could use matte medium so that we see the color of the paper underneath. That's an idea. What if we do, trying to think in my brain is hurting. Let's do an experiment. Let's do pink, purple, and yellow. And we could either use the matte medium. That's really thick there. It's going to take a while. This one's dry. Let's do this one. I'm just going to move this over here for a second. Let's do oh, I know. We'll use our bird. That's what we'll do. So we get the pink showing through or the purple. Let's use let's use this pastel green. No, that won't work. Gold. My brain is calculating all the colors. Thinking, I think purple would look pretty with that, and then a lemon yellow. Let's try that. I've got my Dreamy Yellow Arteza. I know Barbara, right? Yeah, we could try gold on the other half. I'm thinking, I don't think I can fit 2 whole sheets on there. Let's just try this yellow here and see how it looks. Ah! Did you see that splurt? It splurted. Wow, I had a lot of green left on this brayer. I forgot to brayer it off. Okay. So that's going to be, oh, needed a bit more. All right, let's go for it. Let's see. So these are little, let's just use one in the middle. Let's go this way. Let's use, this worked good for pressing it down without making too much disruption. Come on, birdie. And then I need a piece of papier. Oh. Hey, Lynn. Thanks, Leona. We could use, I think gold on that far one would be really striking. So here it is on white. I'm not sure how successful it's going to be on the purple, but we could do another one. Oh, that's pretty though. Look at that. That looks cool. Can you guys see that? Maybe we should do the same here so we can colorize both sides. Let's do that. Let's do the yellow. And we'll pick it up with the pink paper. So I wasn't planning on specifically doing origami, but I thought, what the heck? Let's try it. I'm not an origamiist, as you probably have guessed. I just thought, let's just wing it. Let's see what happens. You know, sometimes you can plan too much. So there we have our little hummingbird. It's colorized. If I was like really good, I would like maybe do the inside of his wings. Should we do that? Well, let's do that. Let's press it in here and see if we can get the inside of his wings done while it's still wet. That's kind of there. And the side here, do you have any? There we go. So he's got a little bit, he doesn't have the blue on the inside there because this one we had used on the blue paint first. So he doesn't move or do anything special. I like the pink there though. That looks, I like it. I like it. Hey, Mikey, she likes it. Where did I put the, there we go. Okay, so we'll put that in a pile to show at the end. Let's see if this is ready. So Dee Dee, this paper, even though it's very thin, it seems to be quite sturdy, like it's not ripping. So that's, I didn't push him enough there. We'd have to outline him. Let's see, this one. That one's a bit better, but we could outline them. see if we just going to put it on there just to remind myself about myself. Let's use a purple Sharpie. Oops, that's not the right spot. Shouldn't be here to there. Probably would have been better with something not quite so thick. I think this marker's too thick. You could add in the folds so he looks more like an origami bird. I'd probably go over this in, I think in pink. I'd probably go over this in pink. Let's give him some feet. This is sad. That's a sad, sad foot. I'm glad I amused myself. Hi, Lindy. Maybe we'll use a thinner, I have a pink. I only have this one. I don't think it's really bright enough. About a white, just to, now I'm fixated. I'm fixated on this. I gotta fix it. We gotta make it work, people. Let me move my gel plate out of the way. We gotta make it work. So we're doing two-dimensional origami, and my pen's not working. Janet, can you believe that? Can you believe my pen's not working? I think his foot's on backwards. That's funny. Did I ever tell you guys the time that my my kids were the toddlers, and I gained a bit of weight, you know, I was a mom, new mom. And my son looked at me. I was standing at the kitchen table beside him. They were doing crafts or something. He looks at me and goes, Mom, your bum's on backwards. Because my tummy was sticking out so much. Anyhow, this might be a lost cause, but let's just commit to this foot. There, we'll just make it a bit scarier. So anyhow, that's something. I don't know if I love it, but it's something. This one I'd probably do in black. I think black would be a better, smarter choice, but not so thick. Okay, but thicker than that. Let's get the Sharpie. Yeah, he was very creative in his imagining of anatomy. I think this guy's not going to have feet, though. I'm just saying. There we go. Anyhow. Definitely looks more like a bird here. Isn't that funny? All right. What did Kat say? A good boarding school. Yeah, that's funny. And then we could just outline that and then add some doodles or stamps. Kristen. That's so funny. All right, so I don't think we're going to pick this up onto the origami paper because unless we do it with matte medium. We could do it with matte medium. We could do a few different colors and see how it looks. So let's do I have room to do 4? Okay, so let's do one on, I don't think this pink is very opaque though, so we need light colors. Let's do one on blue. That's my last yellow. Let's do one on yellow. I don't think I have any other light colors in this pack, so let's do one on orange. And let's do one on dark green. So we'll use matte medium just to see. We're just experimenting. It's okay if everything doesn't work. But I have to say, these papers you sent, Dee Dee, they are quite, they're sturdy. They're thin, but they are sturdy. They're holding up to, that's still wet. They're holding up to it. I can't get this matte medium open. Ugh. Look at that. Ugh. Look at that. That's a chunky donut. Keep that one. Okay, let's do these two here. Okay, let's get the yellow one on here. Uh-oh. I'm gonna move it, hopefully before it sticks down too much. And that's a lot of matte medium, and it's not wrinkling horribly. Okay, I need more. Should have done the math. There we go. And then I need something to press them down with because I don't have a big piece of paper. Let's do this. Hi, Annette. Lynn just spent her morning organizing all of her stencils into binders. A 4-inch binder for her PM Artist Studio stencils, designed by Maria Brad, and a small 6x6 Amazon purchased stencils. I have mine in a binder. I don't know. I think I've started to store some of my, like my 8x10 stencils in a box, and then I can flip through them. So I have my 8x10 PM Artist Studio stencils in a box up on my cart, and then I just flip this way through them. So they're wrinkling a little bit. Hi, Cat and Paste. Christine, for those of you that don't know, Christine is an awesome color book artist, and she is going to be starting a YouTube channel. No pressure, Cat, but I'm really looking forward to it. Just gonna, we'll leave that there. Okay. Now I got to lift this up a bit because we don't have Big Peggy all in the view here. All right, so what if let's do some more origami shapes. We'll do some more fish ones. What if we just do like a simple, Let's just do like a simple shape. Apparently, I'm not very good folder. That wasn't very good. Let's try that again. I'm just going to move off camera here a little bit. Okay, I'm going to fold it in half. Fold it in half again. So when I made this fish and that bird, I think each one took me half an hour. Sorry, I'm just folding off screen here. Just make some fun little shapes to press into the gel plate. This one almost looks like an envelope. So I just did like a square. So let's try that. Let's see. Oh, it's dripping. Maybe I spoke too soon. That was probably a lot of matte medium. Let's see. It could be that I have to let the paper dry actually. It's dripping a little bit. I wonder, okay, let's do another one. Let's let these dry fully. So I think the key is maybe you can't leave them down too long, or you can't try to pull them up while the paper's still wet. So that was the yellow one, and there's some paper on there. So let's let these dry fully. Actually, this one feels like it's not as wet, but it didn't pick up. So this one didn't feel wet anymore, or it didn't get as wet, so it didn't rip. I think we'll add some more to that. Let's add some black to that one. These still feel, this one, I think this side was really wet. Let's see, this one feels like we can pull it up. Yeah, so it can't be too wet. Let's leave that on till it dries and we'll see if it's pullable. So there we go. I think I'm gonna leave that one as is. Like you could rip that, like Dee Dee was showing today, you could rip that and use it in a collage. This one is just a bit too low contrast for me. I'm gonna add black to that one. This one's okay, it's a little grungy, but it's still wet. Let's add some black. Let's find, where did my stencil go? Here it is. Let's add the outlines. Okay, let's do some black. I need to get more Mars black soon. Okay. Now I want to pick it up with something. We'll use that to pick it up. Looks a little chunky. Definitely need more black because look how chunky it is. Okay, I'll put this down like so. And we'll just lift up that stuff. Do I have another one I can add the black to? Not really. Oh, I can use the edges of that pink one. We'll do that. Hi, sorry. Okay, so lift that up. We'll put that down here like so. It's drying already, and then we'll see if we can pick up the edges on this one. Let's go like that. kind of cool. So that's a bit better. Yeah, I like that better. See, I like the different layers underneath. That's on the orange paper, but it's got some pink paint and some green paint. So that's cool. That turned out a little better. I feel like adding, let's just see if some of this black will come up onto here. This one's still a little wet. Just grungifying it a little bit more. Thanks, sorry. Hello, Fluffy Bee Dutch Angel Dragon. That's a long name. Let's get some grungifying. Grungification. I keep trying to push that up, but I keep getting out of frame. All right. I think we'll let that dry and add another layer to it. So I like that. That's good. This is getting there. That one I like as is, even though there's a piece here we could rip off. I think that's too dry. I don't think that's going to pick up. And let's do our little impression. We have that. That's kind of neat. Yeah, it's getting a bit. Okay, let's put some black here. Or Payne's gray. Well, let's use black. Oh man, I need to go to Michael's and get some more of this. This is a struggle. And check out this cool for your off paper, like that. I think that would look cool with my stencil over top. We'll do that in a minute. So here we have some chunky paper left behind, but we're just going to go with it. I'm going to press this down. Oops. Okay, it was a little bit off kilter. So we did some origami. Hi, lovely. Hi, Carla. That's kind of neat. See where that goes. Let's see if this is dry enough to pull. See, now that it's dry, it's pulling much better. I think that one I pulled off, the yellow one, the paper was still wet, and that's why it ripped. This one had the same amount of moisture, but because I let it dry fully, it didn't rip. So I'm surprised we can see the pink as much as we can, but it really dulled it down, right? And that's on green. And this is like super thin paper. That's the paper Dee Dee sent me. That's the origami paper. I don't know where my thing is. So that's cool. I like that. Let's do a fish here. Or do a fish there. Let's let that dry. We'll do the fish on there. Let's see how this is doing. So there's a little something. You could add more layers to that. And I do want to add the black to this. But let's get something drying in the meantime. Trying to keep all these together. The ones that I consider sort of done. Okay, we'll do a fish here. Let's just go ahead and put some blue on there. A cootie catcher, yes. And blue. So whatever we do our impression, and then whatever the space is, that's going to be the color of the paper. So should we do, let's do a red fish. So maybe instead of using a blue, let's use a gold. I think here's where we'll go for gold, Beth. Let's go for gold. That's going to look cool with the black. What did you come into? I know, you came into a mess, Leona. This is a experimentational mess that you've happened upon. Oh, this is still wet from the black, so I'm just going to give it a wipe and a roll. That black is very chunky. Okay. And let's do the gold. I think I'll use my other brayer. I'll use the sprayer. So this, we're going to put the red. I think that's going to look cool. Let's press our fish. Now remember, I'm not an origami expert. I don't know if I got enough off of there, but let's just go for it. And just use this as our So Joanna, cootie is like stuff that drips from your nose, or it's like boy germs. Okay. So that's feeling a little wet, so we're going to let that dry fully before we try to pull it. Yes. Okay. This, we should put something on it. So we've got some nice grungy. Let's do some orange and green. We'll do the dreamy yellow pickup, and we'll put those on there. Is it Diary of a Wimpy Kid where they had the cheese touch? Somebody had the touch the old moldy cheese that was in the schoolyard, and they're like, "You got the cheese touch." Okay, so we're going to try to pick up this grunge from the plate. I'm trying to have it not too juicy so that we can not rip our paper. All right, so we got our origami paper squares on here drying. Let's move that over and let's add the black to this brayer off sheet. Uh-oh, I put some wrinkles in that red one when I moved it. And then our fish is gold now, so we could goldify his other side a little bit later. All right, so I'm going to add the black outlines to this page here. So we'll need another sheet of maybe white, or we have something. Let me just get an old brayer off or something to use. So we're repurposing. Can you guys still hear me okay when I'm over here? I'm looking in my little drawer. Here's just some plain green. I don't even know what's on that. I don't even know what kind of paint that is. But let's just do it. I'm going to just wipe some of that. Excuse me. I leave a little bit of it, but I don't want too much. I don't want a lot of lines. Let's get rid of some of the lines there. So today we're just playing without expectation of results. You can hear me good. So I've got like my Right. Ooh, look at that. That's just, Janet, look away. Look away, Janet. Ooh. Ugh. I know. Why was moldy cheese in the schoolyard? I don't know. I think it fell out of someone's sandwich, and then everybody was just afraid to touch it, and then it just stayed there and stayed there and stayed there. Okay, so let's get out this big braille. So this is an 8x10 plate. And we're gonna use an 8x10 stencil, which I've cut off some of the border, but that's okay. Let's just do that. There we go. And we're gonna pick up the imprint here. Yes, I found a paint cootie. What did Diane say? Yes, paint cooties. I want more of that black off. Let's just do a little, we're just going to put a little bit more on this one. We'll rotate it. I think, actually, I think it's like a mirror image one I did, so you can't really rotate and get something different, really. Although I don't think the circles match it. I can't remember. I can't remember. Okay, and we're going to put this sprayer off on here. I keep sliding. I'm going to move this way a bit because I keep coming back this way. All right, I need to take off my sweatshirt because I'm just boiling. I do have a t-shirt on underneath. Sorry, you might hear might get scratched a little bit. Whew. This is hard work, people. All right, let's see how our other ones are doing. Pretty good. It's looking good. I'm going to leave it on a little bit longer. I'm just going to put this on here and give it a roll. Okay. We could do a long haul with the stencil, but I think I want to play with the origami paper. Okay, I said I was going to leave that, didn't I? Leave it. Okay, let's move our paper here. Okay, I'm going to bring the big plate back. Here comes Big Peggy. Okay, this should be our goldfish. So Dee, I think you're going to like this paper because it does pick up very well and it's nice and thin. I think you're going to like it. All right, so there's our red cootie catcher fish. X marks the spot. Okay, so that's paper stuck on there. So I'm gonna actually, that's from the previous pull, not from this pull. It's not paper from this one. I think that one's gonna go in the Dee Dee pile too. We'll send that one to you too, Dee Dee. All right. And if you're just coming in, you're wondering why I'm sending some of these to Dee Dee, it's because she sent me the origami paper to begin with. That's why. That's why I'm picking on her. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. It's getting grungy. Let's see if these are ready. these just had a bit of the black, and then we added the lemon yellow, which is a very soft color. It's not, it's very translucent. So that's kind of neat. We could even like collage this fish back on here, maybe, maybe not. So there's the orange. Let's see how the green looks. So this we could definitely put some more layers on, but see how it just toned down that green? I definitely want to add something to that. Let's add, what should we add? Do we have another shape we can make with this thing? Let's see. What if we now I'm just going to fold these squares back in. Very roughly. Okay, so I'm just going to use that kind of like a stamp. Ooh, that side's neat too. We can kind of do that. And should we just use some black again? Yeah, let's just use some of this Cootie Black. Cootie Patootie. Okay, I definitely need to get to my coat and get more of this. I like the Mars Black better than the Ivory Black, but we could pull out the Ivory Black next. All right, I don't know if that's enough paint. Okay, let's just go for it. Let's do some random stamping. Maybe we should add some red to this. Let's add some red. Or if we add just a red border. Let's do that over here. Okay, I'm gonna grab some red. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I know this isn't, you know, I don't know if this is super exciting to you guys, but I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun too. So we're getting this all kind of colorized. That would go good in my Halloween journal, that purple piece. And then we can do that. Okay, so let's add this red here. Just make some textures. Thanks, Dee Dee. All right, let's see if this is ready. So I think that's much more interesting now that we have some black on there. And they're not perfect. It's not perfectly folded, but it's kind of cool. All right, put that in the stack. And let's pull this one while that red paint dries. So just gotta get in the zone. So this was the brayer off that we just added the black stencil outlines to. So I like that. That's really cool. I think that's really cool. So we got all sorts of different colors that we used. So we got like the yellow, the dreamy yellow, the there was the orange one we used, the bright pink. That was the blue. They just kind of all combined. So brayer offs are really useful. So I've just been doing brayer offs into this sketchbook from this Artist Loft sketchbook. I'll just kind of do a flip through. And I just do it on one side of the page so that if I like it, I can just rip it out and use it. Here, I'll just do a quick flip through while we're waiting for that red to dry. So if I want some purple, I just grab that. Maybe this might make a landscape. Here's like that was a Play-Doh. We were playing with the Play-Doh. And then you just kind of brayer off onto it, right? So I'll just flip quick. And then sometimes if I have black on this, I don't want to like just put black on the whole thing. So I'll kind of just brayer it off in sections. That might be cool to add the leaf pattern too. Let's rip this one out. And then sometimes your brayer off picks up the pattern of what you're rolling, like this, like it did here. And then when you roll it off, you get like a pattern. So, you know, keep your brayer offs. I've done it different, like sometimes I brayer off onto like a brown paper bag. That would look cool with the leaves too. When I did my postcards, I used a brayer off kind of with these colors to make a, like I did a drawing on it. I can sort of see a landscape in here. And you can come back and add, like you could brayer off other colors onto your previous brayer offs. So here's a pattern that came off the roller. Same here. I love this one. To me, that's like a sunset, like I would draw like a boat here or something. There's an eye stencil. A stenciled an eye, not eye stencil. That's like a stamp off from the foam stamps. That's a pretty smushy. That's pretty globby. This one's really thick and textury. Sorry, I hope this isn't too boring. I can't see chat right now because my paper's on top of the chat. I like these colors. I like that. Gold's always good. Left a blank one. That blue, I like the blue. And I think we're getting closer to, oh, this book's pretty full. You could just keep them in the book and just use that as a base for journal pages. That's kind of nothing. That's the Akua ink. I can tell because it's really smooth. That's the Akua ink. The Akua, yeah, Akua ink. That's kind of fractured. And that's where we left off. And that's the gloppy black paint that we've got going today. All right, so I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's pull this back over. Bright star, sunset, yes. All right, let's pull this off. So we got a bit of red onto there. This is still a bit wet. I don't know if that would pick up though. I would like something here, but I don't know. I don't know what. So we'll put that aside. And yada, yada, yada. All right, let's do some more origami paper. I never use brown, rarely. Let's use some brown. I think brown, what if we use, we could use the gold. Do I have a thin, or something translucent? maybe this champagne gold. This is still a bit wet, so it's not going to pick up fully there, but that would be okay because then we'll see a bit of the brown. Let's give this a little bit of a stir. Oh, Lucy's barking at something. This is a bit thick. Just want a thin amount. Maybe we'll add, let's just put that on. Sorry if you hear Lucy barking. And then I was going to maybe put some thinning agent, some glaze. Let's use our gloss glazing liquid. Just a little bit. Yeah, and I've made, Christine, I've made like a brown paper, like journal. I'll see if I can find one. Let's just mix it like that. I'm just trying to thin it out a little bit because it was a bit thick. All right, let's put the brown on there. Just put a bit of that on here. Yeah, Carla, me too. Is there like a thinning agent I can just imbibe? Okay, let's see. This is really thick. Let's do the same on this part here. Let's use choose the brown just to compare. We'll just put a bit of this. It's pretty gloopy. I think it's already drying though. Let's just grab this brown, put it on top. I think there might be 2 pieces on there. Yeah, there's 2 pieces. Here we go. Hey, Raoul. Is it a break in the Streamathon? I'm going to, I need this here. How are we doing for time? Oh, wow, I've been having so much fun just playing. We're almost at time. Let's see, is there any of these colors I haven't used yet? Let's see. I think I've used the pink, I've used the red, I've used the yellow, I've used the green, I've used the dark green, have I used the dark blue? I did to make my origami shapes. Yeah, we've used a little bit of each color. So we'll just pull our last couple things and then let's pick this up with something. Maybe on here, that would be neat to add to this. What if we use like something translucent so we see the black? What if we use, and we don't want to interfere with the red too much, use a yellow. Let's use a fluid yellow. I don't know if you guys can see. Bring that up there a little bit. So I'm going to use a yellow and we're going to try to pick that up. That might be too much yellow. Okay. Wow, the time really goes fast. Okay, let's just do that. Let's plop her on. that in my Braille Rock page. Okay, and we wanted to add something to this one, didn't we? I feel like so if we wanted to add a shape here, well, we got this open. Let's just use a bit of this blue. We'll see if we can add the fish shape. What did I say? I got to do that. I got to do this. And let's get our, let's use this. And, oh, but I don't have, I should have done it so that I could see what I was doing, but let's just kind of approximate where it is. No harm, no foul. It's just paper, people. It's just paper. Okay, let's pull this brown one off. So this had the brown paper with the red paint and the champagne gold. So that's kind of cool. I definitely would add something more. Unless you're Dee Dee, then you just kind of rip it up and turn it into a world. Hi, Butter Roll. Thanks, Roll. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so I think Anne Lahr's going to be streaming in the Streamathon soon. Go check her out. Let's pull this. So this was the brown paper with the black leftover grunge and the champagne gold. So see the difference from that brown? And we get more of a rich brown. I like it. Okay. And let's see if this is ready. So then we added a bit more detail to this fish. So I didn't get on there perfectly, but I don't mind it. It added a bit of grunge from the edge of my plate here, which is fine. Okay. So now we're doing show and tell before we leave. And that is very cool. So here we got some red onto our mystery background that we added the stencil in black, and then we added the yellow, and it picked up some of that red. I think I could have left it on longer, but that's what it is. Let's see if we can get some red onto these fishies here. I wouldn't mind a little bit more something. I think I would add something to that. Anyhow, okay, and I've still got paint on here. I'll pull that later. Oh, speaking of pull later, I didn't mention at the beginning when I showed what we did last time is this last pull, this paper here that I showed, this was actually the leftover watercolor effects on the plate that I let dry, and then I pulled it with white onto a craft colored. So that's where that one came from. You guys didn't actually see me do that last time. Okay, and then we got our fish, and our bird is somewhere. We got one of our bird things. We got this is getting kind of colorized. We could add more color to it. We've got, this is one of our sheets for pulling. We could add to. I don't know where the bird went because we colorized. Oh, he's probably in this pile. This is our braid off sheet that we added my stencil to. This was the brown, green one that we added the champagne gold and the black. This was the red fish with on like red paper with the gold. So you can make with this origami paper. is so thin. It feels like that Joss paper, Joss, I believe, where it's like I don't remember what culture, but it's like red and gold, and I think it's for good luck at New Year's or something. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. And then this was the blue origami paper with some different layers of the stencil. This was our bird that we added just to the center. Put a whole glaze over that, I don't know. And then this one has different layers in it. Bye, Belinda. This is actually the green paper with the different layers of pink, green, and matte medium, I think, right? This was the yellow one we pulled off too soon and it ripped, so it was still wet. If you let it dry, it pulls off better. Hey, Julie. And then we added a bit of the black grunginess to it. I gotta find that bird. And there's just a piece. And then here's our fish again. We could add to it. Where's that other one? Oh, here's the bird. Here's the bird that got colorized. So I'm not mad at that. I think that's kind of cute. And then back in here, this was the one done with the bird as well. So you can fold up shapes and use them on your gel plate. And I would not have thought of doing that had Didi not sent me actual origami paper. So you can pull prints, you can make origami, you can use your origami if it's flat enough on your gel plate to create fun textures. Hey, Linda. There's my friend Linda. Linda, I showed the card you made me today, and I'm gonna link your YouTube channel here. And if people they need a Stampin' Up representative, they can contact you. All right, so there's the fun we had. I can't remember which one I was going to send you, Didi. I think it was this one and the red one. We'll send you those two for sure. And we'll probably send you something else. So I think that's it for today. I'm going to go hang out with hubby. It's his day off. Well, it's not his usual day off. He has a day off today. So we're going to go hang out, maybe do some errands. I don't know what. So good to see you all. Thanks for coming. And I know this was a little bit of a scattered stream, but it was fun. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll see you on Saturday for the Streamathon, the Midsummer Streamathon. My time is, I believe it's 12:30 Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but we'll figure out something. And go check out the Streamathon. If you go to Raul's channel or have the whole schedule there, and go check out people's streams, watch the reruns or the replays of them, and support all the artists. I just noticed I blacked out there. So support all the artists. That's what I was trying to say in the Streamathon. I'll see if I can link the Streamathon information under this stream as well if you want to check out some stuff. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.